Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zahra Bazak. I've come for a question and answer session, the questions that I could not fully reply to or failed. So even when replying, the person would not understand, see this proof. And mostly that I've already, through the Quran ayats and commentaries, Shia commentaries, destroyed even Shia Islam. So here I am back. I free sauna here, sauna bath. Windows are steamy. I'm in free sauna bath. Okay, so steamy windows. Tina Turner. So last time this Ali Bhai, brother Ali Shia, said that may Hussein guide me and all this. So I told him there's no intercession, not to invoke Hussein. There are ayats, and but he would not listen. And then he gave me the verse, intercession verse, that Allah allows. When Allah allows or permits intercession, then it should be allowed. So getting the Shias out of this, helping them come out of this. Firstly, going to my notes here. So where was I in my previous live stream showing him, this brother, around here? This is from Multilingual Quran, right? Ayat 36 of Surah Azab. How the Imams also have misguided the Shias. You can see it's heart-wrenching and all. So I get angry and all. Please bear with me. It's very painful. And I was saying I don't want to come here because I'm not ready for this, to answer questions. Be patient with the Shias. Even now, I cannot do this. But somehow I've come back. So please, if you would cooperate and make it easy for me, it would be better. I really request you. This is not a debate. I just want to show you. First, hear this, see this, right? And I've already destroyed Shias. I don't know why the Shias. Once we destroyed the Quran, showing the Quran destroying itself, and all this, I've done this earlier on, destroyed Shias. Then what is there to see? Do smart studies. A very good morning to you, Christ Regine, what's this, Regine? Sorry, Christ Regine. Did I pronounce your name properly? I apologize if I haven't. A very good morning to you, Christ Regine. So, thank you for being here. Welcome. So here, this is, I have to say a lot because I'm hurting, in pain. Sorry about that. So this is on Surah Azab. It says that you have to, believing men and women, you should, whatever, submit to Allah and His Messenger, whatever they've decided for you, against your own choice or opinion. So let me just read out this verse again. And it behoves not a believing man and a believing woman that they should have any choice in this matter. When Allah and His Messenger have decided a matter, and whoever disobeys Allah and His Messenger, he surely strays off, a manifest straying. So I was told by my Shia aunt, late aunt, that Zainab bin Josh, the background on this was that 37 ayat actually, that Zainab bin Josh had a choice to marry or not. This is what I knew and was told. So I relied on her. But it says on the contrary here, what I found here, Shiaism is dead, thank you, Jesus. um, please, when you're putting Shiaism down is dead, I would like it if you don't use Jesus in it, or the, okay, I use polytheism, I use idol worshiper, so yeah, maybe, but I'm not on the Christian, this kind of side, okay? Um, because then it creates that kind of a thing, that, yeah, actually these Abrahamic religions, it's, I don't know how to say this, Christian religion, it creates that kind of a competition. Ego is coming up now, and my conditioning is coming up. So if you would like to do that, then, but it's not nice, right? It's not ethical. I could destroy Christianity too. I'm not a Christian. So what do I say? Thank you, idol worshipping God, that you consider demons and impure. So sorry, Christian Regine. It's better if you don't thank Jesus here for Shiaism being dead, because even I, as a non-Christian, have destroyed Shiaism, not only Sunni Islam. I mean, the others have destroyed Sunni Islam better than I have through the hadiths and all this. Sunni hadiths and tafsirs and history, Islamic sources. So would you like it if I came to your live stream and channel? They would, some Rob Christian would time me out. Christian Prince would time me out. Sam Shaman will bully the hell out of me and abuse me. So better not bring this Christianity. If I say, like, oh, Adam Seeker, they wouldn't allow me to say that Maryam did adultery, Mary, right? So this, because we have no proof that she didn't do adultery. I don't believe in the scriptures, only reading the scriptures and believing in them. Okay? So actually, this Islam saves Maryam. It has more proof here in the Quran ayats than, although it says against Trinity and it's false against, even the Trinity is false here. But at least Bibi Maryam, that's where, as a Shia, I could believe through the Quran ayats that she hadn't done adultery. Otherwise, Joseph being with her, being what do you call that, engaged to be married, she had a child, right? We don't know from the Bible even. So you cannot thank Jesus so much. I think you should, to be just, we need to thank someone else, I think, for destroying Shiaism. It wouldn't be just, right, just to thank Jesus for it. Because I'm a truth seeker, and you're not giving me any credit for destroying. You're just giving the Christians credit. And which Christian could destroy Shia Islam? I could give them such ayats from Shia Islam that they will forget their Christianity. So if you're coming here to distract me as a Shia, I can see no Christian will come here and do this. Just give credit to Jesus Christ. Okay, now, and I could use Shia Islam is the best for this to destroy even your Christianity, the Bible, the New Testament. Okay, so there are some great things about Shia Islam against Christianity, in the sense that we don't do it violently; we do it nicely. It's a complete religion. Christianity is not complete. So here, and these imams, they've lied like anything. And sorry, I don't agree to Jesus Christ destroying Shia Islam. Please give me some credit here. Dr. David Wood and all, they've destroyed Islam, but not Shia Islam, right? Yes, from the Quran ayahs, what Dr. David Wood has said, like the inheritance, it doesn't count up to the proper total amount, then of course the Quran is false that way also. You can say that Islam is destroyed. Okay, now here the Imams have lied like anything. You see, this doesn't make sense. This is forced marriage. Forced marriage, and Shias don't see how some of the Shias who are still not seeing how Imams have lied to them. At the time of their marriage, when she was informed by the Holy Prophet, she did not like the proposal. So her brother Abdullah bin Josh, and both of them, according to Imam Muhammad bin Ali al-Bakr, wanted to exercise their freedom, right, of choice in this matter. Then this verse was revealed. We must not put our own wisdom in competition. This is about marriage. If you, I mean, the context now, taking it through the Shia side, you are doing a great work for the help of Jesus. I'm actually doing a great work. Thank you so much, but I'm sorry. I'm doing a great work for the sake of truth, not the sake of Jesus. Not the sake of Jesus. For the sake of truth and justice, and even Jesus is against the truth. Now, please let me not go to the Christian Bible. Please, don't do this. Okay, maybe you are a hidden Shia and you're not going to distract me here. Don't bring Jesus Christ here, please. I beg you. Okay? Please don't do it. Brother, if you're trying to help me here, please cooperate and please be on the topic, a question on Islam, question and answers on Islam. And the topic is Shia Islam destroyed. If you can't see this as a Shia and you're bringing Jesus Christ like the Muslims would bring the Bible in, then you're doing a great injustice if you're a Shia. And I think you're not a Christian. You're not a Christian. Fake Christian. Please, I ask you to cooperate here. The Holy Prophet tried his best to prevent separation. So the brother was asking me, the Shia, Ali, that there's intercession, and we could go into the ayats and everything of the Quran, that there's intercession. Allah has permitted somehow. And I was saying no, and you can't even invoke anyone else other than Allah, or with Allah, anyone. I've shown that from a Quran ayat, that in the mosques you cannot invoke any other than Allah, with Allah. You cannot even invoke any other with Allah, let alone other than Allah, apart from Allah. Right? And then here's like, but so we could go into a really debate kind of a thing. No, even showing him other verses, I'm doing smart search. Like, I'm not doing the search like Umar or someone, Ibn Abbas, or called that let's pray in the name of Prophet Muhammad and then the rain will come, some hadiths like this. But here is a real life example like, okay, praying that rain would come for the sake of Allah, and that wasila, using intercession, using wasila. So all the Shias tawassul dua fails, that they say on Tuesday, right? Here is a real life example of his time. The Imams are saying, or something, that the Holy Prophet tried his best to prevent separation between them, because Zainab's reputation would be ruined. But as marriage should be according to Allah's plan, a source of happiness, not torture. Now, on one hand, you see, if you say that the marriage did not work out because Zainab had a will and she exercised her will in that marriage with Zayd, she didn't like him. But you're supposed to give your will, submit your will to Allah, and submit wholly to the decision of the Holy Prophet. Surah Nisa ayat 64, or what is it, 65? Or something like that. I've forgotten like taslima, full submission to the Prophet, what he decides for you. Here in 36, it says, Surah Azab, that you have no choice. Then how could Zainab exercise in the marriage later on her choice? Like, she didn't like him, Zayd, in the first place. And then in marriage also, you cannot. So the Holy Prophet, so how could the Shia say that here, there's want of logic, reason, consistency? Like the Shia say, there's consistency of a Holy Prophet and, from the household of Holy Prophet, right? There's consistency in this, what you call it, continuity and consistency. One Imam, Ali, Muhammad Ali till the 12th Imam. There's consistency. I cannot explain in detail. Love you, Allah. Okay. Now, you're not, you see, again, this kind of a thing, you're not cooperating. So, how much do you love Allah? Anyways, because the polytheists loved Allah as much as they loved those who they worshipped and followed and loved. Are you on the same level as them? Quran ayat tells us. So, let's see how many civilized people am I going to get? Or all of you, how many biased people, conditioned heavily, and will give me a hard time here? Not to stick to the topic, not to ask me questions on that topic, but you just want somehow your religion, you want to win with your religion. Your ego is coming up like anything. And there are times when even the Christians can kill in Shias even, you can kill us, truth seekers. Kill our spirits. The Holy Prophet tried his best to prevent separation. Now, wasila, when you say intercession of the Holy Prophet, in his real life, first of all, this is a case of forced marriage for Zainab bin Josh, not Zayd. Then the Shias bring in the logic that, he couldn't force, perhaps, if they bring in that logic, he couldn't force Zainab to remain in. She could not deal with her feelings. Zainab, the highborn, could not reconcile herself with Zayd. You see this part? So now the Shia say, and it's written here, Zainab, the highborn, could not reconcile with Zainab. Please stick to the topic and stick to the what I'm here for. How could Zainab, the highborn, could not deal with her feelings after marriage when she has submitted to God's and the messenger's command? what they have decided for her, to marry Zayd. And the Shias fail to see that the intercession of the Prophet in real life, in context to this ayat, has failed. And they give another reason which does not logically fit in, and then they say, they quote other verses of intercession where it's permitted, where Allah permits intercession. And then you can even invoke them, they say. Those whose intercession Allah has permitted. Logic, stick to the point, one thing at a time, and stick to logic. This is what I was telling that Ali in my previous live stream, brother Ali. Oh, goodness. When real life intercession, the Holy Prophet tried his best to prevent separation, highlighted in green here by me. The Holy Prophet tried his best to prevent separation between them because Zainab's reputation would be ruined. But as marriage should be according to Allah's plan, so it should have been according to Allah's plan that Zainab and Zaid's marriage should have been a source of happiness, not torture. Islam permits the bond of marriage to be dissolved. Okay, but here it says that marriage should be a source of happiness, not torture. First you force her. Then when the Holy Prophet is interceding here, he fails. Logic gone. First you force her. Then the Holy Prophet, of course, if your marriage is falling apart, what do we say? Tawassul, right? Shias. Right? Do I tawassul? Would you now use, what would you do? I'm trying my best, but without the grace of Allah. And then you're saying Zainab, the highborn, could not reconcile with Zaid. First you forced her into this. Bad decision by Allah. Oh, sorry. I wanted to go up. So, you see, first you have forced her here. And Imam Muhammad al-Baqir says, here, oh goodness, we're celebrated and all this, but she was informed by the Holy Prophet. She did not, when she was informed by the Holy Prophet, she did not like, when she was informed by the Holy Prophet, she did not like the proposal. So even her brother went and spoke, both of them, according to Imam Muhammad al-Baqir, wanted to exercise their freedom of choice in this matter. Then this verse was revealed, the above verse. So the intercession of Prophet Muhammad here failed, and it's blamed on Zainab bin Jahsh, that she could not reconcile with Zainab. Both were good believers. You see this point also. They were not bad. They were good believers. Oh my God, Shias, you have been thoroughly deceived, Yet you don't see, I'm showing you, I've been showing you. The intercession of Prophet Muhammad has failed. And Aka Medipuya says an adopted son is not the real son. Who says that the adopted? So you can marry his ex-wife. The father who has adopted the son can marry the ex-wife. And all other Quranic injunctions are valid in all ages. You did fear the people implies that the right course should be followed. What a thing, really. It's so strange. So, if you can't see this here, use your mind, please. Okay, for this text, this holy scripture. You can't use your mind. What will you do? Blindly following like the Sunnis? These poor Sunnis, I tell you, and then if you, I was thinking, I say those ridiculous hadiths, Sunni hadiths, but actually, what I should say is that now why I went to the Sunni hadiths, and it's not those ridiculous Sunni hadiths I should say anymore. Like Ali also said recently, Ali brother, right? I should, because because of the prophet, and they were giving a true picture of the prophet. So whatever ridiculous things they were giving, the prophet was giving them these ridiculous things. And I don't know why. Okay, I just have to tell you that the imams must be copying from someone, the Jews or something, to make them look, that these enemies of Islam are giving ridiculous hadiths, these annoying wives and some hypocritical Sahabas were stupid. That's why we have Sahih Bukhari and all that. But it was actually the Prophet. But the way they've kept copying someone with high exalted character, adopting their, copying them, and then making it seem like it's them. Otherwise, simple logic fails here. Then the Shia say that Prophet Muhammad, what is this now? Where's that? So now I go back to the 4th ayat of Surah Azab. Allah has not made for any man 2 hearts within him, nor has he made your wives whose backs you liken to the backs of your mothers, as your mothers. Okay? Nor has he made those whom you assert to be your sons, your real sons. Now, Prophet Muhammad himself, I'll show you how the Shias are written and how he adopted Zayd. Okay? According to the pagan Arab. Okay, continuing with the ayat, Surah Azab, ayat 4. These are the words of your mouths, and Allah speaks the truth, and He guides to the... So the fifth ayat is... I must read out the 5th ayat of Surah Azab. This is my mistake, right? The 5th ayat is of Surah Azab. Where is it? Where is Surah Azab here? Surah Azab. I always mess up with this. Apologize. You have made a mistake here, right? Look. Call them by the names of their fathers. It is more just in the sight of Allah. But if you do not know their fathers, then they are still your brothers in religion and those entrusted to you. And there is no blame upon you for that in which you have erred. Okay, if they've become Muslims and they erred before practicing a pagan Arab way of adopting, then there's no blame on them. But according to Shia Islam, Prophet knew he was a prophet, then how could he adopt Zayd or a son according to the pagan Arab idol worshipping way, custom, or law, whatever it was? So here, the Prophet himself it's very clear, the Prophet himself has failed, right? Right? Where is it? Oh, my notes have to go back. So this ayat I should put here, the 5th ayat of Surah Azab. 2 hearts, but the commentary of the, I think, in multilingual Quran is under the 4th ayat. So that's why I also get confused at times. So that's why this commentary now, look at this. In the market of a car said, so the Prophet himself erred, right? Shias, knowing it was just a matter of declaration of the prophethood and Islam. But he knew, according to Shia Islam, that he's a prophet. Then how could he make an error like this, which is mentioned? It's okay, you made an error. I mean, if you're a Muslim, or you've become a Muslim, that's okay. In the past, you made an error. But a prophet, knowing that he's a prophet and making an error, not the Sunni side, but the Shia side, is not logical here. You see, it's illogical and it doesn't make sense. It's totally nonsensical. Nonsensical. In the market of Agaz, Zaid bin Harith was being sold as a slave. And this is the Shia account, by the way. The Holy Prophet purchased him and adopted him as his son. The father of Zaid was a man of means. Now look at this also, being sold as a slave. The father of Zaid was a man of means. When he came to know that his kidnapped son, for goodness sakes, I have to put the, let me show you. Oh, where's my pen? Kidnapped son, I'm not using my hands for this. Kidnapped son. Prophet doesn't know. He's adopted a kidnapped son. It's not Khadija's slave boy. He adopted his kidnapped son. He doesn't even know, the Prophet doesn't even know that Zaid is kidnapped. My goodness. And the Shia say he was a prophet. He knew he was a prophet at this time. At least God should inform him that this son he's adopting is kidnapped. Was sold as a slave. Sold. Kidnapped son, sold. This is mal, amanat mein khayanat, wo kya. This is, you can't do this. You know, Imam Musa Kazim, money given to him, he said, no, unjust money, I cannot accept it. I can accept your earned money, but this money is unjust. I cannot accept it like that. We have sayings of, and the lives, examples where the Imams have denied some things because they were not, they were unjust things. Even wealth, coins, gold coins, silver coins, things like that. This is a boy. This is a human being, a boy, kidnapped, sold, set free. So, what happens? Sold as a slave. Prophet Muhammad doesn't know he's sold as a slave. Zaid is maybe too small to tell him that I miss my father. I was kidnapped. I miss my family. Oh my God. Consider all these points. I'm not making up stories. When you make, what do you call that? You've got to look into the matter. Kidnapped son. What does this tell you? What is behind the story? This is a story so that Shia guy who blamed me for making up stories about the Quran ayats, he's come that way to defend Shia Islam. Can you believe that? When you're looking into a case, when your solicitors, wakils, lawyers, barristers, when Shias, how they make up the how they defend Prophet Muhammad, how they look at all the circumstances. Huh? Umar bin Khattab was wrong in that. The calamity of Thursday. How they built reason on reason, logic, it doesn't fall into place. So Umar was wrong, right? In the pen and paper hadith. That's what I'm doing. What is it called? Whatever it is called, I don't know the name of it. That's the way they did their research on that. Whether Umar was right the way the Sunnis say, defending Umar, or whether the Prophet Muhammad Umar should have given Prophet Muhammad pen and paper. So sorry, I'm not making up stories. If you even come as a Shia and try to blame me for making up stories about the Quran ayats and around Quran ayats, you better be careful what you're saying, because you're contradicting yourself, and I have caught you. How do the Shias decide that the Sunni side is wrong in defending Umar bin Khattab at that time, pen and paper time, when the Prophet was ill, seriously ill, bedridden, and asked for the pen and paper? Would you say the Shias made up that story around that? Huh? What would you say? The Shias made up the story? How do they do their research, the Shias? Right? No, I'm not making up stories on the Quran ayats. Like you Shias would not. Blame yourself for that, right? So don't blame me for that. The Holy Prophet at once set him free. We need to analyze, closely examine the verses of the Quran, whether they are contradictory. I'm just with the Quran ayats, explaining in reason where reason fails and it contradicts. The ayats contradict logically. I'm not making up stories on Quran ayats. Like this Ali, Shia Ali, blame me for in my previous live stream. Now what else is there? So now this is a kidnapped son. Continuing. Shia tafsir. Kidnapped son was sold as a slave. Prophet Muhammad doesn't know. Better to take this as the Sunnis take it, that he wasn't a prophet at this time. He didn't know, right? He was nijis, they say. Like, because Islam, I don't say the polytheists are nijis. Idol worshippers are nijis. But they say it. So he wasn't a prophet. So here the Sunnis are right. Because what kind of a prophet who knows he's a prophet would do something like this? Adopt a kidnapped son. And then the father has come and he's asking. He had to approach Abu Talib, his uncle, Ali's father, to obtain the freedom. He couldn't even approach Prophet Muhammad. What kind of a prophet is this that he has to approach the father of Ali, his uncle, the father of Zaid? You don't buy. Okay, so he bought a kidnapped son who may be missing his family, is in the slave trade. Also as a slave. That he was sold as a slave to Prophet Muhammad. As a slave he was sold. He approached, right? The Holy Prophet purchased him. Zaid. Here everything is falling apart, Shias. You with your high-mindedness, reason, you told us you use such great logic. right? Then what has happened? Oh my God, I can't get over this. Every time I come here, now when will you see this Shias? When the Holy Prophet has purchased him, kidnapped son, was sold as a slave. So the Holy Prophet here purchased a slave, Zaid, this poor little boy who maybe can't say that he's been kidnapped. Can you think about it? Why does if Allah hasn't as a prophet he is right now, Islam, Shia Islam, he's a prophet. He knows he's a prophet, but it's just a matter of declaration of his prophethood and Islam. Please see this. Where are you? Where have you taken Shia religious scholars, eminent imams? How have you been deceived by these imams? Kidnapped, purchased. This is Shia account. I'm not on Sunni account. Acha. No, wait a minute. The Holy Prophet purchased him and adopted him as his son. Okay, adopted him as his son. I forgot to read this. Purchased him and adopted him as his son. Kidnapped. Even then, right? Purchased a kidnapped son. And adopted, looks good, right? Adopted him as a son. Oh, very good, very good. I would cross this out. Must have purchased him as a slave, not adopting him as a son. The father of Zaid was a man of means. When he came to know that his son was kidnapped and sold as a slave, here it says sold as a slave. To whom? Prophet Muhammad. He approached Abu Talib to obtain the freedom of Zaid from his nephew. And he approached Abu Talib, his uncle, Prophet Muhammad's uncle. The Holy Prophet at once, because of Abu Talib, not the father, excuse me, I'm making a case out of this, against this, not stories. Not giving you stories. This is like a draft of a solicitor case. What do you call that? These are arguments with evidence inferred from, because this hypocrite, I found him a hypocrite. Holy Prophet at once set him free and gave him permission to go with his father, but Zaid decided to remain with the Holy Prophet. Allah Bajala. Now, if you can change during fasting, those who were deceiving themselves, Allah can change a rule for them. Now you go into your women. So so it says here, but Zaid decided to remain with the Holy Prophet. His father wants him, and Zaid, the child, decided to remain with the Holy Prophet. This poor Zaid. The Holy Prophet, you'll see what's happened to him later on. The Holy Prophet asked the people to bear witness. Why not Allah Shias? Why the people to bear witness? When he says Allah is my witness alone about his prophethood, being true messenger sent by Allah. Here, he's done the pagan Arab thing, hasn't he? The Holy Prophet asked the people to bear witness. People to bear witness that from that day on, Zaid was his son and he was the father. And he was his father. His father. Am I making up stories? Or it's written here? Then he married his cousin Zainab, a very beautiful young woman, to Zaid. Then he married. My blood is boiling now. Sorry. It so happened that they could not live happily together. Zaid divorced Zainab. Oh ho ho ho. To save Zainab from the misery of a divorce, Allah commanded the Holy Prophet to marry Zainab. What a way. According to pagan formula, when a man wanted to get rid of his wife without making her... Okay, just leave this. Sorry, excuse me, I have to be a little bit like this. Ruffian. Ruffian. Okay? You are to me as the back of my mother. And wait a minute. So, God can change his law, right? The previous law in Ramadan, like we're told. Huh? Go into your wives. Go. Why couldn't God say no? Zaid remains his... Ali has come. Salam. Alaikum assalam. Ali, this is in reply to your questions in the previous live stream. Welcome and please cooperate. Go into your wives during fasting. Women during fasting nights. Quran ayat. So when these poor Sahabas, they said, they repented to Prophet Muhammad. And they confessed. So God God can forgive them, but not change a law. God should not change a law, right? So Surah Baqarah, ayat 187. What happens here? Now, let me just read this. I've already read the Quran ayats before in my earlier live stream about this. It has been made permissible for you, the night preceding fasting, to go to your wives. They are a clothing for you as if you're going to go naked. Look at this. They are clothing for you and you are clothing for them. Allah knows that you used to deceive yourselves. So He accepted your repentance and forgave you. That's good. That's good. So now what? Have relations with them and have relations with them. Now both Sunni and Shias agree that God changed the law. They were deceiving themselves. You see here, they were deceiving. Sorry, I have to use the to deceive yourselves. You don't change a law. But He has. You can forgive. Allah can forgive, but Allah cannot change His law. Allah can change His ayats, law ayats. I wonder. Here He's changed the whole law. Not only forgiven them for the confession. So now have relations with them and seek that which Allah has decreed for you. Here Allah changes the law. Law for Zaid. Now, Prophet Muhammad, where He's made Zaid, right? This is terrible. Made the people to witness. Made the people to witness. Where is it? So I'm not making up stories. Listen to perfect recitation of the Holy Quran and enjoy. You are not... Sorry. Stick to the topic. Ali, stick to the topic. Why are you running away? Like a wild ass running from a lion. Quran ayat. Quran ayat says, you know, when you do this, you are running away from me like a wild ass, like a wild ass running from a lion. Why don't you stick to the topic I'm on? Huh? There are many kirats, aren't they? God knows whether they're right or true. There are variations in Quran recitations. Right? Running away from a lion. Surah Mudathir, verse 74. Ayah 51. This is an idiomatic expression in Arabic and depicts the character of wild asses who flee stupefied and stunned as soon as they smell a lion. Huh? Fleeing donkeys. Men are called donkeys here. Sorry, I just quoted your own. What a recitation here. Why are you running away like wild asses from a lion? Like wild asses. What a recitation. You recite this in your recitation. I don't know how to recite it. The Quran recitation. Why are you running away? Huh? Like startled wild donkeys. What very beautiful recitation. Fleeing before a lion. Indeed, each one of them desires to be given unrolled scrolls. Why are you running away like startled, frightened donkeys? Right? As if you were asses taking fright. Fleeing before a lion. Look at this. So, back to the notes. Stick to the topic I'm on here. Your prophet is pathetic. Intercession has failed. Physical form. Not that Ali Umar bin Khattab called people, or who was he, the Sahaba that called people in the name of Allah, Prophet Muhammad, for the sake of him. Rain come down, rain come down. You've made so stupid. So stupid. Stupid. Mr. Sa, my teacher is stupid. You've made Americans stupid. Sorry, I don't mean to disrespect anyone. Intercession, verses on intercession. Wasila also I showed. Oh, did I show the Wasila verse? No, I'm stuck on this here. It's really stupefying. I'm not a wild ass running away from a lion. Right? What a stupidity. It is so I cry, but what now? Shia's freedom, kidnapped son. He doesn't know. Shia says he's a prophet here. He doesn't know kidnapped son. He adopted him. No, he take him as a slave, then father approaches Abu Talib. Allah, freedom for his son Zaid. Zaid sticks with, and now permission given to free him. No, the Holy Prophet at once set him free. So he took him also as a slave and as his son, later on perhaps. But before that he took him, purchased him and then later adopted him as his son. He's purchased a kidnapped son who was sold as a slave to him, Prophet Muhammad. See this, Budus, I will call you now. How many times do I have to come here? You have been deceived. How? That's why I call you so it hits you. And intercession is allowed. And he's made a mistake here as a prophet. And you say, no. Surah Jinn ayat. Right? Multilingual Quran. You are making me laugh and cry, making me go insane. What did it say? What Aka Mehdi Puya say in Surah Jinn? It make my blood boil. My blood boiling. 72? Surah Jinn? No. Yes. 72. Surah Share. Go down. Here. Look. What does it say? Oh. These verses also assert, it's below 26th verse, the Shia commentary of Aka Mehdi Puya, you see. Aka Mehdi Puya says, I skip all this. The knowledge of Allah is infinite. In the light of these verses, the knowledge has been transferred to the Holy Prophet. Infinite knowledge of Allah transferred to the Holy Prophet. Are you kidding me? Sorry. Are you kidding me? These verses also assert that the actions of the Holy Prophet were so in accord with Allah's will and command. Oh, Surah Tahrim. Who made unlawful what Allah has made lawful for him? Seeking to please his wife. You're kidding me. Oh my God, where you're, they have flushed how you have been brainwashed by these very clever Imams. Shias, you may not like the way I come here today, but I have exhausted my patience. No, you have exhausted my patience with Ali. But I still come. And if I abuse now, excuse me. My mind cracked. Brains. Mind what happened? Maybe a hole in it. A hole in my soul. Bee Gees song. Where? Hole in my soul. You see? These verses also assert that the actions of the Holy Prophet were so in accord. Sorry, I make this like this, all right? You can see? So in accord. I want to save my mummy, give her the truth. I do Sunni against Sunni Islam. So in accord with Allah's will and command that his reliability, so it depends on his reliability, and his sinlessness are guaranteed. No, they are not. I just destroyed everything of this. His reliability and his sinlessness I destroy, showing you. And you say I'm making stories up. This is how wakils and all investigators, this is how they study cases. And when you Shias want to study cases of pen and paper, how you make up stories to defend Prophet Muhammad? with a reason high-mindedness. So don't tell me, Ali, that I'm making up stories on these ayats. I'm doing what detectives do, what researchers do to find the truth through these fake, false Quran ayats and show you that they are fake, false. Holy Prophet were so in accord, the actions, command, is reliable, sinless are guaranteed. Where Surah Azab, you say he's prophet, and yet he practiced pagan Arab himself. And then God is saying it not to make sense. Son, look, there was no question of any error or mistake being committed by him, by the Holy Prophet. There is a question. There's a question. We go to Surah Azab ayat 5. For God's sakes. According to Shias, he was a prophet there. Even there, it was just a matter perhaps of a declaration of his prophethood. Or maybe he even declared the prophethood there. But why the Sunnis don't agree? So I would agree with the Sunnis at that time, that he was not a prophet. He not even know he was a prophet. There was no question of any error or mistake being committed by him. Shias, please see this. How you have been betrayed now, don't let my blood boil. My heart broken. So, when you see this now, what do you come up with intercession and Ya Hussein, guider and all this? Don't be stupid. What is Surah Baqarah, text of Quran, Surah Azab? Tell you what the seek means of approach. Now you see, why would you give me seek means of approach? Huh? When I've destroyed, only with 2 commentaries, destroyed Shia Islam. Also. Now what this? Jeez, oh goodness. Wait a minute. And they thought that there would be no affliction. What is the Jews wrongly? So the verse refers to the usurpers, tyrants, and despots like he was, Prophet Muhammad. Surely those who believe and those who are Jews and Sabians, this certain. Okay, I'll do this later. Why was I here? Surah Shu'ara. Sorry, what am I in Surah Shu'ara for? So do not invoke with Allah another deity and be among the punished, right? And you would say another God, but they awliya, they're human beings. When it make them God? Awliya also, they worship. Surah Zumar ayat 3. So you don't have to be invoking an idol, deity. The awliya automatically become another God if you invoke him. You see? Surah Zumar ayat 3 against polytheists. So all this, so much to show you, so much. But now in the first instance you fall down. You don't fall down. Why I'm here? To pick you up. Shias. Not let you fall. Take you out, drag you out of this religion. Why can't I say R properly? Religion. Right? I'm Totla. Sorry. So, religion. Rule. Parso. Yes, day before yesterday. In Urdu. Parso. They said I cannot say the or proper, that the raw, right? Sorry, excuse me. Now I make fun of myself also. The Holy Quran, what a recitation, not merely a book. Now, don't go there. If you want to go there, you go there. But now the whole foundation falling, broken, finished. Foundation not good of Shia Islam. Now, what do you talk about the recitation now? That there were, at that time, there were people who were writing poems, such great poems. This he copy, plagiarize. Now, in the first instance, Shias I destroy. What now? You're coming with other things. Stick to the topic here first. Stick to reason and to the topic, logical deduction. All the wrong of Shias also. He make an error. Look, it does say, as a prophet, how can he make an error? Ha! And the Shia say not to make error, not to make any mistake. Prophet Muhammad. It does say here in Surah Azab, and there is no blame upon you, although it say no blame upon you. But why? This for Muslims, not the Prophet to make an error, you stupid. As you say, he was a prophet. Shias. So see how you brainwashed. And you are made stupid. That's why I call you stupid. I not call you stupid because you are naturally stupid. You are not naturally stupid. Like recently, I see a post from Shri Ravi Shankarji. From now onwards, what he say? His post. Shri Ravi Shankarji. He say, from I know everything, go to this what to make meditation and all, make you, that I am everything. Now, Ali tell you, I know everything, ask me, ask me. But what these Hindus do? They make you through meditation, I am everything. Very big difference. So when you say, I know everything, it means that you copy, not, it might be that you copy from others. Ali also copy, Ali ibn Abu Talib, from others, Greeks and all. I tell you, I see in Imam Jafar Sadiq's book. Okay? Now this fail, your Holy Quran is a recitation, not merely a book. Kirats, how many kirats do you have? What they say. Forget that, right? You see now I choose the chunk main part. And when that fail, and I do smart studies, smart showing, thank God. I'm not that smart, I'm dumb. But what does Shri Ravi Shankarji say today? Post I see on YouTube, from one of his channels. What I not see which channel, but no copyright infringement intended. Ali say, I know everything, ask me. Saluni, saluni. What these Hindus make you? From saying, I know everything, go to, wait, I just check here. If I can find the exact quote of, I have to put the live chat off. Where my home page? I go to home, YouTube, go. Oops, now it go down, perhaps. It not come. No, it will come here, maybe. I see some older posts. Where's Shri Ravi Shankarji? God is not what you think. This will change your perspective on God. Gurudev, Shri Ravi Shankarji, from his YouTube channel. And where he say, I can't find, let me find it please soon. No, where? One is in, this in, where I say Jai Gurudev and it's gone. So from saying I know everything to I am everything. Now one post come, let me go there. Maybe because I say Jai Gurudev, it will go away. Now a new post come. Maybe this channel, but this points, Gurudev knowledge points. No, this in Hindi. Oh, maybe this one, Gurudev knowledge points Hindi. What the meditation he say or something make you from I know everything to I am everything. That I can't find, sorry, right now. So let it, no. Right? I see it. So when you meditate or when a master, you meet a master, what the master make you, oh, what he say, I think now it's coming properly. Let me see if I can find it by searching on what a master not say ask me. Shri Ravi Shankar. Let me see like this if I can Shri Ravi. When you meet your true master, when you have a true master, say, okay, let me, from I know everything to I am everything. See like this if I can find it. It was a post, like it wasn't a, oh, I can't find it. When you meet a true master, sorry, I can't find it, okay? Any more questions? Please keep to the topic. You don't go to how the Quran is recited, it's a recital. There are many beautiful songs you can listen to. You can also go to the Bhagavad Gita, which came before the Quran, and recite this as a song. It's called the Song of God. You can recite Bhagavad Gita. What you can do else? What else you can recite? You can recite the Song of Your Life Yourself by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman, the song. And what is your verse? You can have a verse. What will be your verse, or what is your verse? Find your verse and recite your song and sing it. Sing it with joy. Sorry, this Holy Quran not come on my heart. Why should I recite someone else's recital? I find my own song and recite my own song. My own verse I sing. Oh, my own verse I recite and my own song I sing. And I sing the song of love. And I recite the verse of my heart that come on my heart, in my heart, is that I need to find myself in my heart. What is my verse? So what I find is what I write for principle. My verse was that losing myself in you, I find myself and the meaning of my life. For Mrs. Munira Gulzar, what would be your verse? And that is from the movie Dead Poets Society. Captain. Okay? So avail the day. This. What I learn, I give you. What is recitation? Brother, so enough. I have to take a break. I just had one tea. I have to have another Earl Grey. with the Lipton strong. Oh, Karak tea coming. Another one. Oh, yes, that will mix Earl Grey tea bag and Lipton strong, or maybe read the label strong. Oh, tea calling me, Earl Grey. Right, I going milk tea. Sorry, I'm so selfish now. I have to go have another tea. So thank you, brother Ali Stupefied. He put on silence. No, no. So any other thing? Shia. Give me. Be smart, please. Don't do this, right? Don't the Holy Quran. It's recitation. I mean, it's so sad coming from a Shia. Papa, I say Noha from. You say recite Noha this that. What Holy Quran? I mean, after reciting Holy Quran. So there's oops. What else is there? What stupidity? And Akamedi Priya said there's absolute submission to the will of Allah in the heart of man. There cannot be any room for Ghair Allah. Oh, Surat Teri Mayat. Why he go pleasing his wives? I tell you, he failed, Holy Prophet. Shakir. What this saw the daughter of Zuma? What this? Anyways, 33:5 I show you here. There. Multilingual Quran taken from Multilingual Quran, thank you. Called the adopted sons by their natural fathers. And who called Zaid? First Prophet Muhammad called Zaid. No. Give him his own name, not call him by his father's name. Now, Shia commentary given, I will keep showing you. Bleeding heart. I mean, 12 spears in my heart today. Again. 12 imams lying. And the big spear, where? From Prophet Muhammad. Biggest betrayal. Right? You see? Thank you for the likes. At least I see one more like here. God bless you. And please keep coming. If you, yeah. Set yourselves free from these lies. These liars. 12 imams. On top of them, Holy Prophet. I feel so terrible. I think I'm so shocked that good, I have medical book, a birthday gift. It will say when you are in a shock, have tea. So I keep having tea. Can't come out of the shock, but I need to, for this moment, have some. Tea is calling me. Oh, what? I finished my herbal tea also. Herbal tea, peppermint, green tea, and what else is mixed? Very good. Time, the thing, time, they say, herb. I hope I don't start coughing. There I go. So this, now you see what the stupidity. Sorry, I don't mean to be respectful. Oh, sorry, disrespectful. Allah is not made for any man two hearts within him. Baba, this failed. And what here? Toba. And when you said to whom Allah had shown favor, and you feared the people, here also he failed. I've done inland, Surah Azab by 37. You cannot call Hussein for guidance. When he failed here, Ali Bhai, the Holy Prophet tried his best to prevent separation between them because Zainab's reputation, this is terrible. I can't go on now. What? This intercession. So I explain everything. Go back earlier if you would like. You are very interested. Go to the topic and see how I explain, show you step by step. built a case around it, the story I'm given here of the Quran ayat. I reason, I do this. Okay? Thank you very much. God bless you and your family members. Please come next time properly. And what is proper? Proper is what I tell you to be proper, otherwise, what I do. I not to do like Holy Prophet. Unholy Prophet, actually. Unholy Prophet. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you so much. And the social media, YouTube. I not to flatter you, but I say what great, that this. Thank you for this, and thank you for those saving me and who have saved me. I come back yesterday, go out, yesterday or day before. I go out and I come back safely. So thank you so much. I am so grateful to those people who have allowed me this that I cannot say,